I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy who's that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Looking to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And, partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready, and go out and play again. Or, as one of the veterans told me, I actually like this because I can keep my anger for this short amount of time and take it out on the other team.
It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. Here's a first down throw that's complete. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Well, look now at our starting defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 49 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the air again to Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
We got to step it up. 36.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14.
56, right there, 56.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Check back. Check back. Get it. Get up.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Set. Ready. 60 outlaw. Come on, dude.
we go on 2nd and 12. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Bridgewater. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 3. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we've hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
1st down, Bridgewater. Finds his tight end, Ingram. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Bridgewater now. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action. Bridgewater. He hits Jermaine Kearse. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Bridgewater on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Bridgewater. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Keep getting busy. They can't stop you, son.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because
that's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for the Giants. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They will run again with Coleman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is caught by Curse. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's Kearse. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Bridgewater again. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, the injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All right.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. Nothing open there, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now the Niners down by 4, and time a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the slant.
He's back to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now all eyes shift to the Giants, trailing by a field goal. Under 1:20 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Bridgewater to throw. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Back to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, This is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
We got this.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Niners, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants,